Hello everybody, how are you doing? My name is Diana and I talk to you every so often about the Flylady system. And so today this is Friday, we're at the end of August 2020, and I was just gonna discuss a little bit about the bedroom zone. The Flylady system divides our house up into several zones. There are 5 zones, and so right now we're on zone 4. So for the 4th week of the month we are doing zone 4, and then we'll have a few days left over and we'll go on to zone 5. And I forgot to get the sheet out here. Let me see if I can not upend this and get the sheet out, and we'll talk about zone 5 as well, because I'm not sure exactly when I will get to doing a video on that. So I only messed that up just a little. Okay, so we can go over, if I have my zone page in here, we can go over both of them. So let me just show you the zone cleaning up close. I always like to show it up close. This is, well, let's see. All right. Zone number 4, the bedrooms. Zone number 4, the bedrooms. There it is up close. If you want to screenshot, you can do that. And you see she has extra lines down there, so you can add in several things if you need to, if your room is different than hers. So this is Steph, the Secret Slobs, thesecretslob.com. This is Steph's printout, and it is a free resource. If you go to www.thesecretslob.com, I talk about this free resource every time I come on here pretty much, because I love this resource. And you can just fill this sheet. It's a weekly cleaning schedule in, and you can just print it out for each zone and then fill it in at your leisure. If you'll fill it in on maybe Sunday, print it out Saturday or Sunday, and go ahead and fill it in, and then you'll have it ready to go on Monday. And also she has sorry, I'm on the opposite direction from usual, so I don't know which way to look, but she has a daily focus on here. And so what the top thing is weekly home blessing, which we do on Mondays. But you can also, there's 2 different ways you can do weekly home blessing hour. It's supposed to be just a quick clean of your home. You are not cleaning every single surface in your home. You're doing, okay, so Flylady has it in 7 tasks, and Steph only has 6 tasks, which of course I like better because it's less. I think the one that she left out was purging newspapers and magazines. So probably Steph is like me. She doesn't have newspapers, and we have a very, very few magazines coming, and mostly it's my husband's. So I don't deal with his stuff. And so, you know, every once in a while I'll say, are you done with these? But I don't have magazines coming to me, and I have a feeling Steph probably doesn't either. There's ways you can get magazines and look at those. And I think some libraries will loan those out. I don't think our library here loans them out, but before COVID, there was a reading room, and it was a magazine room, and you could go, and there were magazines everywhere. And you could go look at back copies. There was a little thing you could lift up and go behind there. There was the front copy that was the copy that's for this month or this week, or however that magazine or periodical went. And then you would open this little cabinet up, and underneath there they had the back copies, which was so wonderful because you could go in there, you'd be surrounded by magazines, you could sit and read. And then COVID happened and they shut down libraries, and then even when they opened them, I'm not completely sure how your library is doing, but I know at one point our library, I don't think you could even go in there and sit. You could go in there, choose a book, and leave. So I'm not sure. Maybe they change it and let you take the periodicals out. But anyway, when we're in our normal world, there are other ways you can get magazines or periodicals. You don't have to pay and buy and whatever. There are other ways to get them. That was my whole point. So if you have a lot of magazine clutter at your house, you might want to get off those lists and find or before you get off the list, find a different way. See if there's a way in your area locally where maybe you can do a swap with your friends, and so y'all can pardon me, you can swap your magazines in and out, and then that way you do not have to have 5 magazines or 10 magazines a month that's coming to your house. Okay, it's also a great way to save money. On this channel I also like to talk my goodness, let's talk about my no buy year. Today I don't think I want to talk about anything. I'm so tongue-tied, but I have been doing a quote no buy year or a low buy year. It's not that you're not buying anything, it's that you're not buying anything that you don't really need. So I'm not buying shampoos and body washes and new makeup and all these products. I'm using up what I have. It's not that I'm not buying anything. For me, I was strictly using up products that I already had. I didn't need body washes. I've got lots of those. I didn't need shaving creams. I had some of those. I didn't need shampoos. I had some of those. I am starting to run lower on the shampoos. Some of the ones that I have, I noticed I have a huge bottle of one that I am not going to use. I will maybe use it to clean my shower. I also like to tell you tricks of ways to use up things. If you have body washes that you do not like the smell of, nobody in your family wants it, you do not have to throw it out. Put it on a sponge and clean your bathtub with it, or clean your shower with it. And that once you wash it down, you really won't smell the smell anymore, but at least, it won't be on your body. If it's a cloying smell that you don't like, or it's something that gives you a headache, you can put it in your toilet, swish your toilet. It can be part of your swish and swipe, and you can swish it and flush it down and not smell it again. So that's something that you can think about doing. But I have a shampoo that every time I use it, I don't know if it just strips all the oil off my hair or what, but I love the shampoo. I want to say it's Pert. It's a very old shampoo, but I bought it because I love the smell. It's one of those classic shampoos that's been around for years and years, probably, gosh, at least 25 years, and it's still on the market. You can still buy it. Still smells the same as it did way back then, and I love the way it smells, and I like it, but it was stripping so much stuff off my hair that it looked like my whole head was split ends. And so if you look at my hair right now, you don't really see a lot of split ends. So I haven't had it cut in months. And so I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying whatever products I'm using, I probably have split ends. It's just smoothing them together so it doesn't look like I have 5 million split ends. So I'm not going to use that bottle, but it's one of those really nice huge bottles. So I'm not going to get rid of it. But what can I do with it? Right now it happens to be a door stopper. My bathroom door won't stay open. It doesn't shut all the way, but it won't stay open. So I have it sort of shoved against my bathroom door to keep it open, so I'm not constantly having to, I think one day one of my cats went in there and almost got stuck in there because she pushed the door a little bit and it was like it shut. So I don't need my cat stuck in the bathroom. I'd like for them to be able to come and go when I'm not here. So anyway, long story short, I have it sitting there, but I would like to use it for something. So that's one of the things. If you have old body washes, old shampoos, old conditioners, anything like that, anything that's got anything that really, conditioners don't soap up so much, but you could still probably clean with it if you needed to, if you had nothing else. But those are things, if you feel guilty, a lot of times we have guilt when we're decluttering. Even if we've only paid $3 for a shampoo or a conditioner, we really don't want to throw it out, do we? I know that has been sitting there for months. Why? Well, I really don't want to throw it out. But another alternative is you can, like I said, if maybe the smell doesn't agree with you, you don't like the way it reacts with your body when you use it as a body wash, but you can pour a little bit, squirt a little bit in your toilet, get your toilet brush, swish around, flush, and you cleaned your toilet. Toilet smells great. You flushed it away. If the smell bothers you, it's now gone, and everything's clean and shiny. And if it's something that the smell doesn't bother you, you could clean your tub or your shower or your sink. So anyway, these are just ways we can get rid of things that we've paid good money for. Why go out and pay $3 for a cleanser, for any sort of cleaner for your bathroom? You've got this over here that you're not using. Okay, so just another idea. Okay, again, so here's the zone cleaning. This is totally the wrong way. There's your zone cleaning list. Let's get into what this says. Okay, so zone 4 is bedrooms. Now, I think with the Flylady system, with the actual Flylady, she uses zone 4 for the bedrooms and cleaning or a bedroom. You can just pick a bedroom and cleaning your closet. So let's say your bedroom looks great. You've already cleaned it this week. You don't feel like there's anything that needs to be done in there. How about finding a closet and attacking that? Maybe maybe you have a closet that needs to be decluttered in some way. Maybe your clothes closet needs to be decluttered. And again, we're not getting husband's stuff and terrorizing his stuff. We're getting our own. We need to get control of our things. We're not trying to get control of everyone else in the house. Now, I will say, if you have young children, obviously you can help them along, and when they're away, you don't get rid of their favorite clothes, but maybe if there's things that you know it's obvious they are outgrowing and you're ready to get them out of your house when they're off at school one day. If they are going to school right now, this would be a good time to take 5 minutes, set your timer, and get some of those clothes out of the closet. But especially get yours. Let's mostly focus on us, and then we can get to the kids, okay? But leave husband alone. Don't annoy him to death, okay? Let's let him have a few things. Okay, so on the bedroom list, we have dust sills and doors, so your windowsills and your doors. And I've talked about before, my doors have, and yours may as well. I think most people's doors are not flat. They have some sort of trim or decoration on them. And so I just get my dust rag. It's the same dust rag I've used for everything, and I just dust that off. It's not an all-day thing, okay? You can do this very quickly. Dust your lamps. If you have a bookcase in there, you can straighten your bookcase. If you're in one of the kids' rooms, you can sort and purge toys. Now listen, don't get rid of their favorite things, okay? And if it's broken, maybe you can put it back together if it's something that they really love. If it's broken and they're never gonna play with it, let's throw it out with the trash, okay? We don't have a lot of recycling here. If you've got recycling and it's something that can be put in the recycle bin, then do that. Okay, so clean your furniture, and I always say, I think she just means dust. I think for some of hers, she probably sprays it and wipes it depending on what kind of furniture. So if you can spray and spray and wipe your furniture. Apparently it's been a long week. If it's something that you can spray and wipe, go ahead. Or with me, I just use a dry cloth on everything, pretty much, unless there's something special that needs to be sprayed. I do, every once in a while, I use lemon oil. I do not use Pledge. I do not use, now I do like the Swiffer wipes. They used to sell Pledge wipes that were the dry. I don't like the wet Pledge wipes. I don't like any sort of thing like that. I don't like chemicals on my wood. But if you do have some lemon oil, that's very, very good for your wood. You don't need it every time, but every so often, maybe quarterly, maybe if you're really, really into it, maybe every other month. But I wouldn't be constantly using lemon oil. You don't need it. You just need a dry cloth. Honestly, dry lint-free cloth is what I like a lot. The less lint that the cloth has on it, the less stuff is coming off. If you got lint coming off of your stuff, then that is going to look like dust. So the idea is to have lint-free cloth, and that's why I use those, because they're taking the dust away, not leaving dust behind. Okay, so that's the idea behind that. Okay, straighten your drawers, straighten your closet, sort your clothes if you need to, and then clean your windows. That, again, is very fast, either with, some people just like a spray cleaner and a paper towel, or a spray cleaner and newspaper. People like that. And then for me, I like the Flylady cloths that just dampened and wipe them down. And then I dampen it a little bit more and wipe the next one. So you could carry, if you wanted to do this, I have a bathroom that's pretty close, so I just run back and forth, or the kitchen sink is close. I just run back and forth to the sink, or use one of the bathroom sinks. But you could carry a little bit of, maybe a little bucket of water. You wouldn't need a lot of water, because it just needs to be dampened. And use a little bit of water, or you could just maybe get a bottle, spray bottle with water, and just plain water if you wanted to, and just use a cloth like that. All right, so windows, that's windows. Okay, baseboards, and then at the end we would vacuum and mop. Okay, so and then of course if you have carpet, you don't mop that. And I have talked about before, I don't spend a lot of time mopping my hardwood floors. If you have lots of spots and stains and things of that nature, sticky stuff, then you will need to spend more time on that. That's not a big focus for me. If I see something needs to be wiped up, I'll wipe it up. Otherwise, I move on and I just mop my kitchen and my bathrooms, and my sunroom has a kind of a hard surface floor in there. It's not anything real expensive, but anyway, it's just a floor that I mop. So I have a few floors I mop, and the rest I just leave it alone, or I just use a little bit of like a damp mop on it. Okay, I hope that helps. And again, she's got the 15 minutes out here. That is your 15-minute timer. Now, I just want to remind you, you don't need to do every single task that's on this list every single time that we're in that zone. So every month we're in the bedroom zone, or bedrooms, if that's how you want to do it. You do not need to do every single task. And I'm going to tell you how I do it. I do top to bottom cleaning, and I do like Diane in Denmark, and I don't even do all of these every time, but one of the things that Diane in Denmark does, she starts at the very beginning, and she has many, many videos. You can go, she has a playlist, very organized and set up. So you could go look for her bedroom playlist, and she will show you how to clean your bedroom top to bottom in just a few minutes. And that's sort of like pre-vacuuming. And then you might need to set the timer and vacuum for 15 minutes. But she starts in the corners, and she'll get something on a pole, whatever kind of cleaner, whatever kind of pole that you like, with that extension pole or whatever that you need to clean in your room, with something on the top of it. They've got lots of different items you can use like that. And I'll tell you what I use, because we have very high ceilings here, and I'm a short person, and I don't want to get on a ladder just to get to the corners. So I have a dust mop. It's a Libman, that you don't need this type, but it is a Libman dust mop, and it has a really nice microfiber cloth on it that you can just take off and put in the washer. And I never put that as a dust mop, but I never put it on the floor. What I do is I do my ceiling, not the ceilings because I can't reach them, but I can almost get all the way up to the very top corner. And if I needed help, Spencer could get up there and get the rest of it. But I just do around the top. And then also with that dust mop, I can bring it down. I should have brought it in here. I can bring it down and do the walls, because we know pet hair sometimes will become attracted to the walls and just other dust. I've cleaned houses for over 20 years. This is my 21st year cleaning houses, and there are some people that have lots and lots of dust attached to their walls, and you might be that person. And so, or you might be like me and have lots of cat hair. And so what I do is I only use that on my walls or my ceilings. Or like light fixtures that I can barely reach. I don't use it on my floors. And so the cloth always looks super clean. I took it off. I am going to wash it, but it just looked a little dingy. And that was literally from going just up and down the walls this wall right here behind me. I would just go top to bottom, up and down these walls and into the corner and up around the edge. And if I need a light fixture, if I see spider webs on a light fixture. I had one light fixture in our bedroom. It's so high up, I really can't see it. But, if I'm actually looking up there and, oh my goodness, it's 12 feet up, well, I really can't reach it without a very good ladder. And I don't really want to get on a ladder. When you're by yourself, you really don't need to be balancing on a ladder. It's not very safe. I've known people who've been climbing on all sorts of things, fallen and hit their head and end up in the ER and in the ICU. So let's not be doing that. But if you want to get something like what I'm talking about on a long pole, some of these poles will extend even further. Mine actually doesn't, but it's so long because it is a dust mop, so it has a very long pole on it. And so I can actually reach way up there about 12 feet in the air. Well, of course, the light comes down some. But anyway, you know what I mean, like about 11 feet in the air, we'll say. And I can kind of knock those down without getting up there on a ladder and, dragging a ladder out, hurting my back and all this kind of stuff. Now, if you needed to get up there, you could get a nice tall husband if you have one. Mine is over 6 feet. So if I need something taller than me and taller than that, long pole, then I just get him. And then, because I don't really want to get on a ladder, but he's okay with it. He's on a ladder every day of the week, just about. So he's good at it, but I have no desire to fall off a ladder. All right, so I'm getting a little off course, but anyway, that's how she goes. She just has something on a pole. I can't remember exactly what she has, but she just goes around those corners very quickly. It doesn't take her all day. She'll set a timer for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. She'll go around those corners in whatever zone she's in. She doesn't even do the walls like what I'm talking about. I just do that once every blue moon. I don't do it every time I'm in the zone. It's just every once in a while. But she goes around that. Then she gets, I think the next thing she does is she gets her dust cloth and she goes around, she dusts. If there's any, she'll do a little decluttering while she's in the zone. So one day during the week, she might spend some time decluttering in the zone. If she needs to order something for the zone, like when we're in the bathrooms, if she's running out of bathroom cleaner or shampoo or conditioner or any of those things that she needs in the bathroom, she'll put that on our list and do that while she's working in that zone. So last week we were in zone 3. She would have done that in zone 3. So if there's anything you would need for your bedroom, maybe your sheets are wearing out. And I'm telling you, I think I've told this story before. I've got very expensive sheets on my bed. I'm very disgusted with them. They have several holes in them. They had to send me a whole new sheet set. I think these sheets were, I don't remember if they were $80, but to me that was a whole lot of money for them to tear up almost immediately. They sent me a whole new set because they were under a warranty. Those started tearing up almost immediately, and I didn't call them back because I was like, whatever, I'm never buying their sheets again. It was the same company as our bed. From now on, I've read really good things. I think some people use Amazon, some people use QVC, and I've seen some really good reports on Sam's sheets. From now on, I'm just going to go to Sam's. I'm going to get their sheets, and if I don't like them, anything happens, I'm taking them right back, because that is ridiculous to spend $80 on a set of sheets just because I wanted something that would fit. Because when you get a new mattress, sometimes just regular sheets don't fit these mattresses anymore. The mattresses are way too deep. I even had a sheet that was 4 deeper pockets or whatever, and it didn't even fit. So I was like, forget this, I'll just buy what goes with the bed. Well, and then you see what happened. I've got 2 sets. I'm using them, but the other thing is they're very hot. They're jersey sheet sets. I'm telling you, hotter than flannel. And I really love my flannel sheets in the winter, but I will not be buying any more jersey sheets. They are so hot. So anyway, all that long story to tell you just different things that you can look for while you're in there. Are there things you can declutter so you can dust faster? Do the drawers need to be cleaned out? Do you have too many, or are your clothes, are your drawers so full that you cannot shut them? That would be my husband. I've tried to get him to declutter a little, but I just keep cramming it in there and shutting it because honestly, it's his stuff and I don't care. But I don't have my clothes stored in our bedroom. So my bedroom, I can run around there and dust very quickly. I can do those like I talk about around the ceiling. I don't go around the ceiling every time I'm in the zone. I think Diane in Denmark does. I do not. If you have a lot of spiders, you might need to do that. Honestly, it's 12 feet up. I can't see it. If I was to run into huge spider webs as I'm cleaning, then I would realize, oh, I need to get someone to knock that down, right? But I'm not running into that. So we don't tend to have a lot of spiders, I don't think, in our house. Every once in a while I'll see one running around. But as far as like living here and like digging in and, making the web, I don't see a lot of that. If that's a problem at your house, then you may need to go around every week and knock that down. But anyway, she does that. She does the dusting. The windows. That's the other main thing she does. And it's very quick, y'all. You can do the ceilings, the dusting, and the windows easily in 15 minutes. And maybe the next day declutter for 15 minutes. Maybe one day change your sheets. Maybe that would take you 15 minutes to get to the laundry room and throw them in the washer. That might all be 15 minutes. And then maybe one day vacuum. And then if you need to mop, you can mop. But it's not an all-day cleaning, okay? I run into so many people on cleaning groups, and they are killing themselves, and it's hours and hours and hours. The idea behind Flylady is to get it done quickly. Set your timer and get it done. There's no reason to be cleaning one zone, like especially if it's just your bedroom or just your office. If you pick maybe one week you do an extra room, it's your office, or just your spare bedroom. Let's not spend 5 hours in the spare bedroom, okay? Let's just run in there, vacuum, mop if you need to, dust if you need to, straighten some things if you need to. If you need to run around the ceiling because there's some spiders, do that. My dog's shaking everything, I'm pretty sure, but he's doing a little scratching. But if you need to do every single thing in the zone, okay, but set your timer so you won't be in there all day. Let's just get it done. It's just boom, 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 get it cut, get it knocked out. And let's get on with the fun stuff, which is whatever you want to do. Do you want to read a book? Do you want to soak in a hot tub? Do you want to play with the kids? Do you want to go out to eat with husband? Do you want to sit in front of Netflix? Whatever it is, let's get it done so we can do those things, all right? You guys have a great weekend. Love ya. Bye-bye.